My parents texted, "Party canceled, don't come." I was already at their front door 3 hours from Seattle when I saw them inside, laughing and raising glasses without me. A voice behind me whispered, "Don't knock yet, watch what happens next." My fist hovered. The text on my screen was 30 seconds too late. Through the window, I saw my mom in the middle, my dad beside her. Then my dad lifted his glass. His smile didn't move when he said, "So much better without her." A few people laughed like my absence was the punchline. Glasses clinked, bright and loud, right in my face. My stomach dropped while the porch light burned my skin. My fist stayed frozen midair, like my body forgot how. In that second, I realized they lied on purpose. My uncle, my dad's older brother, pulled me into the shadows by the porch. "They didn't cancel the party," he said. "They canceled you." My mom had told relatives I'd been difficult because I'm 32, unmarried, child-free, city job, and I don't date to please her. Tonight was supposed to be an intervention where everyone lectured me about my life. My uncle checked his watch like he was timing a trap. "In 20 minutes, the wine hits them," he said, "and it's going to taste like punishment." He'd swapped my aunt's expensive bottles with the nastiest boxed wine he could find. He'd also fixed a few other things, the catering, the custom cake, the playlist. "I'm not starting drama," he said. "I'm delivering consequences." I should have left. The mature move was to drive back to Seattle and cut contact, but I was done being the only adult while they played games. "I want to watch," I said. Inside, the party started collapsing in real time. My mom's smile faltered after the first sip of expensive wine. The music suddenly blasted loud country instead of the smooth jazz my sister always insists on. A delivery showed up with huge flowers and a card signed from my sister's ex-husband. Relatives swarmed the card like it was proof of a secret. Then the singing telegram arrived. Full costume, loud, long. My mom hates being the center of attention, and now she couldn't escape it. My uncle looked at me. "Now you choose," he said. "Leave, confront them, or walk in and be helpful." That last option made my stomach lip because it meant they couldn't paint me as the problem. So I knocked while the singing was still going. My dad opened the door and his face did this dance: surprise, guilt, then a forced smile. "What are you doing here?" I held up the gift. "I got your text about the party being canceled, but I was basically here already. I figured I'd drop this off. Is everything okay? It sounds chaotic." My mom appeared behind him, eyes sharp, calculating. "Admit she lied, or keep lying in front of witnesses." "Miscommunication," she said tightly. "We decided to do something small after all." I nodded like it made perfect sense. "Got it. Do you need help?" I stepped inside and the room went quiet in that uncomfortable, guilty way. My sister wouldn't meet my eyes. My brother stared at the floor. A few relatives looked like they wanted to disappear into the furniture. I smiled anyway. "Happy birthday, Mom." Then I started fixing things. I turned the music down and switched it to something she actually liked. I helped plate whatever food they had. I stayed pleasant, I stayed calm. Every time my mom tried to lash out, she had to swallow it because the daughter she tried to erase was standing there being useful. The next morning, I sent a group text, "Thanks for including me despite the last-minute canceled message. Next time, if you don't want me there, just say it." Honesty beats pretending an event doesn't exist. The replies were a mix of excuses and apologies. 2 days later, my sister called and whispered that Mom was convinced my uncle sabotaged the party. "Does she have proof?" I asked. Silence. A few weeks after that, my parents asked to meet for dinner. I told them, "If this is another intervention about my life, don't bother." For once, it wasn't. My mom admitted she lied because she didn't want relatives asking why her daughter wasn't married, didn't have kids, and didn't settle down. My dad admitted they'd planned to confront me, then finally said, out loud, that it was none of their business. I told them, "My life isn't up for a vote. If you can't accept it, we'll be distant." We ended up cordial, not close. My uncle became the family I actually wanted, loyal and brutal when people deserved it. They wanted a perfect party without me. They got a disaster, and then they had to watch me help them survive it anyway. What would you have done? Turned around and left them to their lie, or walked in smiling like I did? Drop your take in the comments.